Drew here. Tip of the Mitt Flips, where every 100 subscribers there is a giveaway, so if you're watching, make sure you're subscribed so you have a chance to win. There are 2 garage sales I know of today, but it is also beautiful. It is 8 in the morning and it's already 50 degrees, something like that. Sun's out, gonna be a gorgeous day. So hopefully I find a bunch more so I can stay out a little longer and then come back and pack up my orders for the day. How much are the records?
Kathy, what do you want for your record?
$1 a piece.
I'll do it.
Good. Oh, I think I've seen you here before.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer this time though.
Oh yeah, it was raining the other day.
Yeah, it was about 30 and rainy. Couldn't decide if it wanted to snow or not.
Oh, it was so cold too that day.
I got to get back in my car and leave though. You had to still stay.
Yeah. The people kept coming.
Right, how dare they?
That doesn't get me.
What do you want for your thing?
What is it?
Oh, pistol shop in there?
25 cents?
Put pistol shop in there?
An old one.
Yeah, I got one around here too.
Yeah, I forgot.
You can shove the stuff right off that.
that to die for?
Do you have change?
I sure do.
Okay, I owe you $1. Sorry, I only got 20. Actually, what do you want for the kettlebell?
Is there still one left?
The green one there.
Oh. I know, he's got it marked. $2.
I'll take that as well.
Okay, so
So $3 total, 17 coming back.
okay. I like it.
And you gave me 10 already.
Alrighty. Thanks.
Thank you.
And $2 goes to Tom. He's taking
The kettlebell.
Oh, great, great.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I didn't. I know it was something I wasn't going to use.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Every time you come.
Something else.
There
Yep.
you go.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
How you doing? Thank you.
Yep.
Hello. How you doing? Good. Much better this weekend than last.
Oh yeah, the weather's finally changing. Seems like that's what it does anymore. We never have a spring.
Right.
Seems like crap for a while.
You get that little teaser where, you know, randomly it's 60 degrees for no reason.
Yeah.
Start packing away your winter coat and then it snows.
Oh yeah. I got tons of stuff. I just don't have any more room to bring anywhere else.
Would you do 10 on the camera?
What's that?
Would you do 10 for the camera?
Yeah, just to get rid of it.
Okay.
Like I said, I got so much stuff. I think.
Now you got one more spot to put something.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Good, how you doing?
I'm the maintenance man.
Okay. Hello.
Give it back to Tristan. They're all the same. Can you put the balls in the free box? By the free box? Hey, Jeff? Can you pick up the best basketball? My mom wants Bobby to have a basketball. I have to buy him. What I got on it? Do you know what it does? Well, I know it's a I was gonna say 3, but I figured I'm like, she wasn't gonna bend that much. I think I paid more. That's once I get it. It hurts.
All right, so I'm back from garage sales. It was not eventful. Went to 5 garage sales, and this is what I got. And those 2 things were at the same sale. So lots of time for very little things. Got this Chicago double album. I don't know if this is worth anything, but I'm gonna start collecting albums just a little bit, and Chicago is one of my favorite bands, so I picked it up for $1. This, I was a bit overconfident because of how well I sold that camera I'd gotten last weekend for. They wanted $20. I didn't look it up. I figured with the box I couldn't miss, so I offered 10. He said okay, and I looked it up when I got home, and it's worth about $20. So I won't lose money, but again, not really worth it. Was kind of out of the way to get to the sale in the first place. So, but you can't really anticipate that. You don't know until you get there if it's out of your way or not. And then, like I said, at the sale that I got the record at, she was giving me my change, and I was looking around because she was taking a little long to give me my change. And I said, oh, you know what? Throw that kettlebell in there as well. And I knew it was going to be worth more than $2. And she only had ones to give me, so I didn't want 9 ones, and I didn't want to steal all her ones. So I said, throw in that kettlebell, and that's about $30. So that at least pays for my gas and time, I guess. But overall, not great. It is Friday, and there were 3 sales very close to me that are tomorrow, but did not have a Friday. Like it's only Saturday only sales. So I'm really hopeful that those get me some inventory. If not, I am going to have to branch out and acquire some inventory, at least for a week, to hold me over, because I'm running out of things. Like I've been saying, I could hit the Goodwill and all that kind of stuff, but that's really usually a few nickels or dimes, and I need some quantity of something. Worst case scenario, what's going to happen is I've been avoiding buying a record player from like Walmart or something. They're not expensive. I can get a record player brand new, like $50 out the door. So not that bad. So worst case scenario, I'll buy one of those, and then I'll set it up, and I'll start playing a bunch of these records and start churning those out, which honestly, I should probably just do that, because they're sitting here, and even if I only use the record player for a month and then I sell it for $40 instead of the 50 I paid for it, keep all the packaging and everything. I think that's, now that I'm working that out loud, which is very helpful sometimes. It'd be weird if there wasn't a camera and I'm just out here talking to myself, but because I get to talk to you and myself, I get to kind of work things out. So I'll actually probably do that today. Just hang out in the garage, listen to music all day, listen to records. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. But I do want a record player. So I was hoping that garage sale season would pick up, and I've passed on record players a million times because I didn't want to ship them. But for one for myself, I don't care if it's, difficult to ship, because I don't plan on shipping it. I only have, and I don't have to go out today, but I think I will, just because I have 3 items to list, so why not? What else am I going to do with my day? It is Friday, so it's family movie night, and it is my girlfriend's pick this week, and she picked we go bowling, which I was like, I do not want to do that at all. The baby's going to freak out because she just has to sit in a high chair for 2 hours, but she's like, no, we're going to drop her off at your sister's. I was like, yes, awesome, let's go bowling. I haven't been bowling in forever. I'll probably throw my shoulder out. It'll be awesome. And I mean that. I'll probably throw my shoulder out, and it will be awesome. But the 2 things that sold, first thing up, Bear in the Big Blue House, 8-inch figure. I had gotten 2 of these, blue. That one right there, the other one already sold. That one right there sold for $13.49 plus shipping. I don't remember why. I had a reason why I made one of them free shipping and one of them plus shipping. I don't remember what that reason was. But at the time, I figured that out, and it made sense to me. And then the next thing in the old system, Corningware P1. Maybe not in the old system. Maybe it's this one right here. Nope, this one right here. Okay. Move some stuff around. Blow out the dust. But that one right there. P1. B, 1 quart floral bouquet, and that's actually going international shipping. That was on sale because of the weekend. And that brings us to story time, because there's a reason I only have 2 items going out today, and it's because eBay sometimes doesn't know what the heck they're doing. what I did is I was about to, sales been a little slow, so I said, okay, I'm going to cherry pick 100 items that might be a little overpriced, or I've had them for too long, or whatever reason. I went through and I individually selected 100 items to do 25% off sale that I was going to run for a couple weeks. Just let it go and just kind of hopefully, generate some eyes on my store, because that is the two parts of running a sale. One, it gets people to buy your items because they're cheaper. But two, when that sale ends, you will have an abundance of people you can send offers to if you have a store. That's the only way you get to send offers, is if you have a store. And it's one of the biggest perks of having a store. And so that whenever I run a sale on the weekend, yes, I want to sell some of those things, but also on Mondays when I send out offers, that's actually usually when I make a bunch of sales, because it goes as a direct email or a direct message to their app, all this kind of stuff, and puts their eyes on the item, and then they are more likely to buy it. So what happened is I went through and I individually picked out these 100 items, go to run the sale. This is the part that is on me. I launch the sale. I go to look at my listings for some reason, whatever it was, and I noticed that my total dollar of listings is significantly lower than it's supposed to be. And I go, well, that's weird. So I look at the sale, and eBay had auto-filled every one of my items. So the entirety of my store was 25% off, which is thousands of dollars off. Thousands of unintended dollars reduced from my items. So I go, okay, panic mode, try to cancel it as quick as possible. You cannot cancel a sale until it's run for a day. So, okay, let me edit, remove all items. You cannot remove all items until the sale is run for a day. Okay, so I contact eBay. And the gist of it, after a half hour, 45 minutes of me trying to panic explain to this person who kept trying to ask me what item number I was talking about. You moron. I'm literally telling you to cancel my thing. I'm telling you very specifically, because I know, not a moron, but I know you don't know what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to be very specific about it. And they eventually, because she kept it's so annoying. I know they have a script they have to go off of, and they're not professional. Most of them don't sell on eBay. Every once in a while you'll get lucky, and one of them actually sells on eBay, and they are the most helpful people, because they know, and it's great. But this person had no idea what they're talking about. And said, I don't know if you need to move me on to somebody else, switch me to another department, but this needs to get figured out now. I said, close my account, freeze my account, which they can do, because if you do something wrong, they will freeze your account. Like if I tried to sell something I'm not allowed to sell, they will definitely freeze my account. They'll ban my account for a while. All the items still stay there, and then your account comes back, and they're all still there, so they can do that. And I'm like, I give you permission, freeze my account. She says, we can't do that. I said, well, I need an answer. I need to figure this out. Like, you can't just say goodbye. And she's like, okay, well, here's what you do. I'll make a note, and any sales you make, just cancel them. Yeah, just cancel them. And then if they give you a bad review or negative feedback, it'll be noted, and we'll take that off. I said, well, that doesn't work, because now I'm alienating every single customer that I could possibly get during this 24-hour period, which at 25% off of all of my items probably would have been a lot of things. And it just got into a loop where I'm telling her, I don't accept that. We need to make a solution. And she's telling me, this is the solution. I've given you one. And then eventually she just hangs up on me. It was through like the eBay Messenger type thing, because calling them is useless at this point. And she just ends the conversation. Thank you. Glad I could help. Ends the conversation. So, and I never usually when you have a conversation with somebody in customer service, they send you a survey to like hey, how did this person do? Blah, 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 blah. They never sent me one. So that was a bit iffy. Like they knew, hey, he's going to say bad things. Let's just not send him one. I don't know. But I still couldn't accept that as an answer. So I had to figure it out, which when I tried to figuring out with this person, honestly, an hour. But when I tried to figure it out by myself, it took me 15 minutes. I figured out 2 ways I could do it. The first way, which is why I have no sales today, or very few, is I put it on vacation mode. I instantly put it on vacation mode, which is just like freezing your account. Exactly what I wanted them to do. But vacation mode, you have to put it on vacation mode for 24 hours. So, boom, vacation mode, lose out on some sales, but at least I don't have angry customers. At least I don't lose out on thousands of dollars in discounts that I did not plan on giving. And then later, while I was still, mad and tinkering around, I did figure out, so if this ever happens to you, this is how you do it. You can remove as many items from the sale as you want, as long as you leave one item, which would have been a fantastic thing for her to tell me, because I could have just removed all of the items that I didn't intend on being in that sale. That would have been the perfect answer. But instead of her passing me on to somebody else who might know the answer to that, she just ended the conversation. I'm what you would call a high-strung individual. So I get worked up very easily. I was livid. If I didn't have small children in my house, I would have been cursing, screaming through the house, stomping my feet. But instead, I'm just kind of grumbling, stomping around, because I just couldn't believe it. Nope, we don't have a solution for you. Bye. Couldn't believe it. So, my folly is hopefully your guidance if this ever happens to you. 1, double check your sales before you start them, how many items are in it and what items are in it. I run sales at least once a week, every week for 2 years. No, almost 2 years. Close enough. Call it 2 years. This is the only time this ever happened. There is a clickable box that you can click, which I don't know why it exists. I think it only exists for this specific thing to happen, for you to accidentally put everything on sale. Because if you click it, it's like fill in listings, like fill in skipped listings that are applicable. That's not what it says, but it's like something like that, where basically if I go through and select 100 items and I click that box, it's going to just put in all my listings. So somehow I think that got clicked, and I really don't know. But that wasn't the part that upset me. That part's on me. I should have been more careful. That part's on me. The fact that they told me, nope, there's no way we can end this sale that might lose you thousands of dollars. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe it. And it's not the first time it's the first time I've had somebody just like end the conversation, just hang up on me basically. But it's not the first time where I've had to come up with a solution because the person on the other end refused to get me to a person that could give me an answer. This is the kicker. She said, at some point she said, I'll send this off to the department that it needs to go to, whatever. And they sent me an email that when I read it, I'm like, this is condescending, but I read it a second time, less angry, and it wasn't condescending. It was just stupid. And it was basically like walking me through the process of how to cancel a sale and how to, like, where you go to marketing, I think it is, promotions, blah, blah, which I'm very aware how you do that. It wasn't functioning. It wouldn't let me do it. That was the point of the whole conversation. So I'm glad that is over. I don't know if I will ever, outside of getting negative feedback removed for a silly reason, which is one of the only times I ever contact eBay. I don't know if outside of that, I'll ever try to contact eBay because their customer service, no fault to the people working the customer service department, their customer service, and by customer, I mean their seller service. Their customer service is fantastic because they don't care about the sellers. They're trying to be Amazon. They're not Amazon. You need to care about sellers. That's a different rant for a different day. But outside of trying to get negative feedback, which I've only had negative feedback twice, and both times I've gotten it removed because it was silliness. Once I gave them a refund, so you don't get to give me negative feedback. I give you a refund. But outside of that, I don't know if I'll ever contact them again, because if I would have just spent a frantic 15 minutes figuring it out myself, I would have just figured it out myself, and I would have been less stressed and probably would have felt more accomplished because I figured it out. So again, if that ever happens, you can put your thing on vacation mode, your store on vacation mode. Not the best idea because at minimum 24 hours that your store will be closed. Or you can go through and you can remove all the items except for one, or remove all the ones that accidentally got added in. So that was my day the other day, yesterday. And it was on top of a day that really was kind of leaning in a negative direction anyways. I've been tripping over this box of encyclopedias for months. I've moved it 3 times. I took it out of storage. I brought it back. I said, this got to stop sitting in storage for no reason. I bought it a year and a half ago off of Marketplace from someone I know is a reseller, so I know they scammed me because the tag on it says $22.50 for the set, which at $22.50 for the set is okay because it sells for about $150 free shipping. They sold it to me for $10. So even when I got it, I went, well, they're a reseller. Maybe they just didn't feel like dealing with it. That's fine. I took it out of storage. Or I took it to the garage, took it out of storage eventually. And then I go to find, you got to just list them. Get them out, list them. It's missing one. I know they know it was missing one. They're a reseller. They got it. They realized it was missing one. And they put it on Marketplace and scammed me. So, year and a half ago, $10. I'm not going to message them and fight them over it. But that was one of many things in the day that got capped off by my store being plummeted in value. Being plummeted in value? No, that doesn't. You get what I'm saying. I'm too worked up at this point. So I'm going to pack up these 2 orders. This video, I don't know how long it's going. I might split this up into 2 because I am going garage sailing tomorrow. So time will be weird, as I say sometimes in this video, when I say hello and goodbye and all the above. Day 2 for garage sales. I don't have a ton of time. I was going to make a trip around to a couple neighboring towns because I'm low on stock. But I'm just going to hit the couple in town. Couple reasons. One, today's my birthday. So I don't, all the dads out there, you know, you don't get to just kind of go do what you want. You got to spend some time with the kids, spend some time with family. After about 30, your birthdays are hijacked to any of the young viewers out there. And then I also, unfortunately, I have a memorial for a friend of mine later today. So I'm going to hit the couple that are close to me, hopefully find some stuff. So let's go. Facebook, it said 8 o'clock.
How you doing?
Good. Would be recorded.
Yes.
I have a YouTube channel where I go to garage sales and thrift stores and stuff.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Tip of the Mitt Flips. If you want
I'm
to check it
gonna
out.
look it up.
All right.
These would be good. The dark charcoal culture.
This one says 38.
It's not gonna work. I'm sure
I don't know if you've ever
What is this?
something to do with the creamery.
Oh, okay. I mean, obviously it's not functioning, but I said obviously it's not functioning, but seemed like a poor design drinking fountain.
Yeah. He's really, when he sells, he likes to get rid of stuff.
Sure.
Just so you know.
Excuse me. Thank you. Does that say $7 there?
Yep.
Okay. And the record player works, correct?
Oh yeah, you want me to plug it in?
No, that's fine. I trust you.
No, it's
It's a record player, CD, cassette,
a CD.
radio.
It's got a phonograph in it,
I want it specifically for the record
and it's
player.
got cassette on the side.
Well, that
plus
is
the radio.
that is useful though. But
We had it in the house for a long time. We got our Alexa now, so I never use it.
Right.
So, but let me plug it in just so you do it.
okay.
Just.
Would you do 30 if I took that and the TV?
I sure will.
Okay.
Let's see that color strip. Right. You hold that. Nick.
Sure
It doesn't
thing.
fall off.
It works, Kapunk.
It worked. It did. It did work. But you know, I put it in wrong here. Yep, so there's the power button. And it's on radio right now. Antenna's laying on the floor. And then the turntable, if you put it on turntable, it's phono, right? That goes around.
All right.
And then the CD player. Well, how do you open it? There you go. Everything works on it. It's like brand new.
Fantastic.
So, there. It's a bit dusty inside there. I didn't realize it had an opening back here. I'm like, oh, okay, it's got to be clean in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna plug that.
So yeah, I'll take the 2 of those.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, I decided not to go to a bunch of other sales. I went to 3. One of them I had already taken my camera stuff off and put it away, so I didn't bother taking it out. But picked up finally a record player. This is, I think, the exact same one I didn't buy for $50 yesterday, and I got it for $25 today. I looked it up just to be sure, even though this is for me. I just want to make sure what it's worth, and I didn't look up the model number, but I think this is worth about $50 plus shipping. And then, unfortunately, I went the wrong direction at this sale, because if I would have went in the garage first, I would have gotten this one and the one next to it, which I think was a VHS TV combo. This one, about $50. Not a great one, but I got it for $5. It's an easy pack. It's really small, not super heavy, so some profit there. And then the one that I didn't have a camera on, it was a very tiny sale. I almost wasn't going to go to it, but it was right down the road from my house. But I noticed sitting on the ground, these are all Revereware lids. So I picked up 4 Revereware lids that I might go through the work of matching them up and changing the listings of ones I already have listed. I also might just sit them to the side until I get some more in, because I get them fairly regularly. But I'll decide that on Monday. Again, my birthday, I ain't doing nothing else today except for, of course, Memorial I gotta go to. You know, you get older, those things happen. So that's gonna be all for this one. Not to end it on a downer there. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.